Good evening, guys. Thank you for joining this call. So I want everyone, please let me know whether my voice is clear to you and you can able to see me and see my screen. Say yes in the chat.
எதுக்கு பேசுறாங்க? அப்படி பேசலாமா? அதெல்லாம் சும்மா மீட்டிங் மாதிரி.
So I request everyone, please put your mic on mute. Okay, perfect. So can start now. Thank you for joining this session. Okay. So before we begin, I would like to ask you a question. What do you think about cybersecurity? Put your thoughts in the chat box. You can feel free to share what do you think about cybersecurity. Securing your data, okay. I'm expecting more responses from you guys. Keeps your data and assets safe. Perfect. Prasanna Joshi, okay. Then what about others' perspective?
இன்னும் ஒண்ணுமே கேட்கல.
Okay. So cybersecurity, it's like protecting persons and organizations' data or system from unauthorized access and from cyber attackers in the digital world. So cybersecurity has three domains. Okay, one is red teaming, and second one is blue teaming. Third one is GSC. So red teaming is all about ethical hacking and red teaming operations. Blue teaming is all about SOC operations, defensive security, and incident responses. Okay. Then GRC stand for governance, risk, and compliance. So it follows security standards to ensure the organization's security. Yeah, I think Nivas dropped a message protecting computers, network systems. Okay. Okay, great. So this is what the cyber security. So what do you think about SOC? In this entire session, we are going to discuss about the SOC alone. Okay. What do you think about SOC? Security Operations Center, which is the same. You can say your perspective in the chat box. Yeah. Frontline defense operation, as you see. So, monitor instant response. Okay. All data 24/7. Okay, perfect. So it's a process of okay. Real-time monitoring. Yeah. Yeah, super. So, like, how can we say SOC is a centralized team to monitor the entire activity within the organizations. If anything suspiciously happen, the SOC team will be detected and they take actions accordingly. Okay, this is the SOC. So before I enter into the session, so I would like to introduce myself. So my name is Sevga Permal. I'm a cybersecurity professional and a trainer. I'm working in security operations, threat hunting, digital forensic, and incident responses. Okay, and I'm holding multiple certifications from industry recognized organizations, including OSDA by Offensive Security, CC by IAC2, and many more certifications which I'm holding, as you can see on the screen. And one thing, my focus is to simplify the security concept into real world practical scenarios so that the learners or anyone who can able to understand easily. Okay, so let me move to the agenda. Okay. these are the topics which we are going to discuss in today's session. So I want everyone to be curious and active so that the entire session will be engaged. Okay. So entire this session, we will go through how SOC operations are working and how SOC analysts investigate the alerts and coordinate with the respective stakeholders, taking decision against the alerts, how they are closing the alerts. So these are all the things which we are going to discuss entire the session. Everything will be explained based on the real world scenarios. Okay. I just move to the. So, imagine a company like uh, a bank, a hospital, and any software company where thousands of people are working and emails are flowing, files were downloaded and uploaded. So, let's imagine if a hacker trying to enter the environment, who watches all these activities? So, that's where the SOC operations comes into the raise. Okay. So a SOC is like security control. SOC is like a security control room in a shopping mall or a airport where the security teams monitor the camera and monitor each and every people comes in going out uh, throughout the day 24/7. Okay. So this is how the SOC is working in a company, like in a digital world. Okay. So let's say for example, if if cyber attack uh, how can we say cyber attack don't happen during the working hours. Okay. A phishing email can come around night 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m. and a ransomware attack being happen around midnight and any suspicious login activity can happen uh, whenever happen during the actual user sleeping time as well. Okay. So the SOC team uh, monitor everything 24/7 to detect such activities from the uh, unwanted or unauthorized access to protect any cyber from the cyber attacks. Okay. So if company gets attacked at 3 a.m., so do you think attacker will wait until the morning? Okay. No. Once the attacker gain the access, they yeah. Oh, okay. Once they gain the access for a system, next they will do whatever they want, such as exfiltrate the data, lateral movement to the other system, and compromise the entire organization's network infrastructure. Okay. So before an attacker becomes a major incident, somebody has to identify and uh, trigger the alert or warn the signs. Okay. So let's say, for example, multiple failed login attempts, malware detections, and suspicious PowerShell executions, employee clicking a phishing link. So whatever happen, the SOC teams are the only team act like a first line of defense. Okay, by identifying these kind of activities early and block it before creating any damage to the organization. Okay. Then move to the how to say SOC analyst don't manually watch each and every system one by one. Okay, so they are using security tools to collect and analyze these kind of activities automatically. Okay, so we can see a few tools. One is SEAM, Zeeks Plank. Okay, I can see your responses. Okay, okay. So SOC teams are using multiple tools. We can say SEAM tool, SEAM, which means stand for Security Incident and Event Management. Okay, Then SOC team using EDR, endpoint detection and response. Okay, and firewall and open source intelligence tool. Let me clarify these tools one by one. Okay, SOC teams like a centralized or a central dashboard. It collects the logs from the firewall, servers, endpoints, and applications. Okay, and shows suspicious access in one dashboard. So let's say we can take, let's say for example, if any multiple login attempt happen, the SIEM will trigger as a alert. Okay, this is how the SIEM tool works. Okay, then EDR is focusing on detecting and blocking suspicious activity within endpoint. Endpoint means it could be a laptop, it could be desktop. Okay, so if any malware or any suspicious file is executing within the laptop, so the EDR will detect and trigger as alert. Then if it is for sure suspicious, it will detect and block it immediately. Then quarantine the or isolate the system for the further analysis. So these are the things the EDR tool will do automatically. Okay. Then firewall. Firewall acts like a gatekeeper. So how the gatekeeper works? If anyone comes into the house or apartment, the security will check who is the person, to whom the person coming to meet, and why the person is coming. Everything the gatekeeper will be checked. The same like in digital, the firewall will do. If one request is coming to the internet, they will see the firewall will validate the traffic, whether it is where the traffic is coming from and what kind of traffic is this. So everything the firewall will be checked. Then only it will allow inside the network. Okay, based on the firewall policies. Okay. Then finally, all SOC teams are using open source intelligence tools. So it helps analysts to check the IOCs or anything will be suspicious or not. So, so I'm just giving you the scenario. If I'm getting let's say multiple login failure happening on one user account. Okay, if the analyst investigating means the analyst first check the IP, then take the IP and check it in threat intel tools. So many threat intel tools will be there to check the IP reputation, abuse IPDP, virus total, showdown. So many is there. So using those tools, we can verify the IP whether it is malicious or legitimate. Okay, this is what the SOC analysts use the multiple open source intelligent tools. Okay, so SOC is not just about the tools; it's about analysis. Analysts continuously monitoring activities, investigating suspicious behavior, and protecting organizations before any attack happen against the organization. Okay, so then let me show you what actually happening inside a SOC environment. Okay, so from this part, I want everyone should think like a uh, analyst. Okay, not less like a learners. Okay, so that you can map everything when I'm explaining. Okay, so this slide we are going to discuss about the role of SOC analyst. Okay, so now till now we have understood what the SOC is. Okay, so after this we are going to see uh, what what are the responsibilities the SOC analyst have and what the role they have to do. Okay, so okay, SOC analyst is not just sitting and watching screens. Okay, they continuously monitor activities, investigate suspicious behavior, analyze logs, and respond to the alerts or incident which may create any reputational damage to the organization. Okay, so imagine a company having n number of employees. hundreds of systems and emails, VPN logins, file downloads, uploads, and USB connections, and internet traffic. So all these activities are generated by security, uh, like security systems, can say SIEM and EDR. Okay, so the SOC analyst monitor the each and every activity in a real time to identify if there anything suspiciously or as abnormal activity happening or not. Okay, for example, employee downloading a unusual file from the internet, or receiving alert like multiple login attempts, multiple failed login attempts. Okay, and any malware detected on the endpoint, user login from the another countries. Okay, these are all the kind of activities analyst monitor continuously. Okay, do you think attackers like do you think attackers give any alarm or any indications that they have came into the network? Let's know. Okay, great. So yeah, so where the security tools detect suspicious activity, uh, where the tools detect suspicious activity, uh, they generate as a alert. Okay, but not every alert means means an attack or a real threat. Okay, depends on our okay. Jamil. Okay, good, super. The SOC analyst responsibility is to investigate the uh, alert, what what is actually happening, and whether it is real threat, which means true positive, or legitimate activity, which means false positive. Okay, so as a SOC analyst, we should understand whether the difference between the true positive and false positive. False positive is like a real incident or a real attack happening. Okay, the false positive means the false indications, can say legitimate activity. Let's say, for example, if I'm a user, I'm just logging in my email account. By faultly, I entered wrong password 2 to 3 times. Okay, which means it which is a false positive. Okay, if any unknown person trying to access my email through a brute force attack, it will be a real threat. Okay, this is how we have to differentiate the true positive and false positive. Okay, Prashana Joshi. Okay, let me clarify you. So you are let's take Prashana Joshi working in a company. Okay, the company, he using the company provided laptop. Okay, uh, yeah, I'm clarify you. I'm clarifying. So Prasanna is a person who is working in a company. Okay. So he received a email from unknown domain. Okay. In that email, clearly mentioned like your email password going to be expired. So need attention. Then you have a meeting to attend. He like it should be it's like a urgency. The email will trigger the user to respond immediately. Okay, we can say this is a phishing email. In this, by faultly Prasanna Joshi clicked that link. It will be, so the email from attacker means, so he, the background, he encoded the malware file. Okay, once he clicked, the malware file installed on his laptop. So who will be how the Prasanna Joshi will know whether the a malware file installed on my system or not, so that we are using the EDR tool. Okay. Okay. Don't panic, Prashana. I'm just giving the example only. Okay. So where the EDR tool will works. Okay. So if anything installed on the system, the EDR tool will detect and trigger as a alert to the security analyst. Then it will block the activity and automatically isolate the system for further investigation. Okay, this is how the attack will happen. I'm giving you the one scenario. So there are many scenarios will be there. Okay, So for this scenario, this is how the EDR tool will work. Okay. So based on the so once the let's take so once the EDR alert has send the alert to SOC analyst, then the SOC analyst investigate the system and further logs detailedly. Okay, based on the alert nature, they will take a decisions. Okay, whether is this real alert attack means they will take actions like uh, remove the threads and further incident response actions to protect the system and reduce product and uh, stop the malware will spread to other systems. Yeah, it can be a spoof email, anything can be. So through mail, if you're receiving mail, it could be if you are working in a company or if you are a student or anyone, if you are receiving any mail from your inbox, you have to verify from which domain the email was received. Okay, what are the information has clearly mentioned. So everything you have to check. Okay, as a human, we have to check everything to protect ourselves from the cyber threat or cyber attack. Okay. So these are all the role of SOC analyst. They will do in their day-to-day activities. Okay. And then okay. So I'll explain the workflow of SOC analyst. Okay. Let's imagine where okay. So in SOC workflow, I'll give you the example. Okay. If I'm working in a company, okay, I'm a SOC analyst. Okay. So I need to collect all the logs to the centralized dashboard so that I can able to see each and every logs in a sham dashboard. Okay. So if in my company there will be a firewalls, there will be a like EDR tools and other web application firewalls and other servers. Okay, everything will be there in my network in our infrastructure. Okay, so if I'm going to implement SOC operations, so I have to utilize SIEM tool. Using the SIEM, I have to pull out all the logs to the SIEM from each and every data sources, which I set, which I already set firewall servers and mail servers. Okay, so that all the logs are coming into the SAM dashboard. So from these logs alone, the SIEM tool will detect if any suspicious activity happen, it will trigger as an alert. Okay, so this is how we say the SIEM collections. Okay, give me a minute. Okay. So all logs has been generated from all data sources to SIEM. So SIEM will correlate each and every logs and it trigger the alert if anything suspiciously found. Okay. Then the SOC. So Prashana Joshi, what are the logs in the first place? Okay. So there will be a so we have to find out the critical data sources. Okay, firewall is a critical source where the external attacker, external a person who can enter digitally into our infrastructure. Okay, and EDR tools. Okay, and what are all the servers we are hosting publicly? This kind of critical sources. First, we have to integrate with SIEM. Then, according to the criticality severity, we can integrate other data sources into the SIEM. Okay. So the SIEM will collect all the logs. Then it will trigger us a, if anything suspicious found, it will trigger us alert. Okay. Then here the SOC analyst will enter into the flow. Okay. The alert has been triggered. Okay. The SOC analyst will check the alert first and they will investigate everything based on the nature. Okay. So how to say based on the investigation during the investigation they will check what was happened and where was happened and what actually is this. Everything they will monitor. Let's say, for example, if this is if this is any web attack means, they will check from where the request is coming and which web server the activity is happening, when it was happen. Okay, and web servers have so many paths. Okay, so on which path the attacker or the external request trying to access, the analyst will understand everything. Okay, based on the actual alerts, then the analyst will take actions. If any legitimate user working from outside of organization, he is trying to access a company's web server, so it based on the IP reputation, the alert will trigger means. So we can as a SOC analyst, I need to verify with the check the alert properly, then I need to verify with the end user, because I can see in the alert information, this is the IP, this is the user trying to access this web server. So I need to verify with the end user as well. Okay. Then I need to coordinate with the infra team, whether this user belongs to our organization or not. So everything I need to check based on their response. So if the user is not unknown person means, I need to block the user's IP and the user. Okay, from the firewall end and the WAF end. If it is infrastructure, if it is on-prem server, I need to block it on infra firewall. If it is on the cloud means, I need to block the IP on WAF. WAF is nothing but web application firewall. Okay, so how the firewall is working on the infrastructure, the same like WAF is working on the cloud. Okay, so based on this, the SOC analyst will take actions against the activity. Okay, if the user is a known user, by faultly the same like due to the unknown IP, the alert trigger means the SOC analyst will keep this alert as a false positive. Okay, this is how the SOC workflow from log generation to alert closing. Okay. After taking an action, the SOC analyst will close the alert with the appropriate closure command. So in this closure command, the SOC analyst mention everything. Uh, what why the attack, why the alert was triggered, and what the analyst what observed throughout the entire alert, and what are the things was happen in this activity, and to whom the analyst was coordinated for the confirmation, and how the analyst is closing the alert. Okay, this is how the SOC workflow will be worked. Okay, so I hope this makes sense. If you guys have any questions, you can ask me in the chat box. Okay, let me move to the next one. Yeah. Okay, so Prashana Joshi. So, what are these logs in the first place? Uh, the normal logs will be first or last or in the middle. So, it depends on the severity only. The SIM system will trigger the alert. Okay. So, based on the criticality, only the alert will be trigger. Okay. If the alert will be critical means, it will be in the top. Okay. If it is medium means, so it will be under the critical. Okay. This is how the uh, this is how the alert will be generated, or all the logs will be pulled from various data sources. Okay, how can we say? So in between the SIM and data source, data sources is nothing but it's like a firewall, servers, EDR tools. So these are all the things we can say as a one word as data sources. Okay, in between the SIM and data sources, middle one log collector will be there. So the log collector will collect all the logs from the different data sources. Then it will push all the logs to SIM. Okay, this is the difference between the log pulled and the log pushed. Okay, I hope this make you sense. Okay, any other queries do you have? on this SOC workflow? Okay, Prashana Joshi, how very very big question. So let me clarify in the Q&A session. Okay, I'm sorry to tell you this. So we can see this question in the Q&A session. Okay. So let's move to the. I'll explain the real world scenario. Okay. We have discussed many things about the SOC and how it works and who are all the responsibility to take actions and investigate the alerts. Okay. So in this page, we are explicitly going to um, discuss in a real world scenario. Okay. I'm taking a suspicious login activity. Okay. So I'm the person who is working in a company. Okay. So as a SOC analyst, I'm receiving a alert like the name called a suspicious login activity. Okay. So in this scenario, for one user, the multiple login failure attempt were happening. Okay. On one particular user account within a short period of time. Okay. So after triggering a alert, so I'm a SOC analyst. I need to verify whether which user account is this. Okay, is this any management people user account or any senior level people account or is the junior level people's user account? Okay, then I'll check from where the login attempts are coming. Okay, so, Kalyan, let's see. So Kalyan, I hope you hope that I have showed in the agenda page. So based on the agenda only, I'm following everything. Okay. So after the during the end of the session, I will show you the agenda page. Okay. So it's shared in the beginning sessions. So okay, let me complete this session and I'll show you. Okay. No problem. So as a SOC analyst, I'm receiving an alert. Okay. So I will be checked which user account is this. Then I'll check the IP from where the request or the attempt is coming from. Okay. Then I'll validate the IP using by open source intelligence tools. Okay. So let's say, for example, if it is a public IP coming to trying to access our company's one employee's email account. Okay. So there will be a multiple attempts happening within the short period of time. Okay. The user is, I mean, the IP is unknown IP. When I'm checking in the threat intel source, it shows like the IP is a bad reputation. Means so I will take so in this is the place where the security analyst how to be think critically and they have to take decisions accordingly. Okay, if the IP is suspicious means first they have to request the infra team to block this IP and the how and the firewall and the WAF end. Okay, then the same way as a SOC analyst, we have to ask infra team either user to reset their password. Okay. Uh, to prevent our product further damage. Okay. Then we can take it as a how to one. Then we can based on this action alone, the analyst can move the step forward. Okay. So based on the coordination with the infra team, the IP has been blocked and the user account password has been changed. These are the recommendations the SOC analyst can say. L1 SOC, no, no, it depends. It depends on the situations. Okay. If I'm working in a L1 analyst, so I need to investigate everything first. Then I need to escalate the same case into my L2 analyst. So they will check further. They will check for ensure the same thing happening or not, then they will request to the infra team. Because as a L1 analyst, I have access, so for everywhere, the L1 SOC analysts have access to monitor and investigate the alerts alone. They don't have any rights to take actions. So in this scenario, they will intimate the same information to the senior level, like senior level roles. Let's say, for example, SOC analyst or SOC L2, or if no SOC L2 means, they will directly report to their manager for taking any actions against this issue to mitigate to mitigate this further activity. Yeah, the L2 can block the IPs, uh, but there will be depends on the organization's situations. Okay, some company have the company some companies has giving the access to the firewall and WAF access to the L2 analyst. Okay, some companies don't give the rights to SOC analyst to block or do any activity. So instead, the SOC analyst will request infra team to do this activity along with its uh, proper POCs, like proper justifications. So this is what's happened. So we have to block this IP to protect our organization. So everything will be moved based on the justification alone. So the infra team won't take any actions without wording or without simple word. So as a SOC analyst, we need to gather the logs and record evidences. Then we have to share it to them. Then they will take actions accordingly. Okay, this is how the this is how the suspicious login activity workflow. This is how will be there. Okay, what is DKS means? What they will do, what actions they will do, what are the things they will check. We cannot. So it depends on the situations. It depends on the people availability. Okay, we cannot quickly take any actions. First, the analyst should understand what is actually happening, what was there. So then only the analyst decide, okay, this looks suspicious based on the IP investigation, based on the user checking. After that only they can recommend to infra team to take any actions. Okay, immediately. So log is same trigger as alert. So the alert name is suspicious login activity. We cannot take immediate actions. Okay, first we should understand the alert patterns, actual logs. Okay, then only we can move to the recommendation steps. Okay, so finally the like after investigation, taking remediation actions against the alert, the analyst have to close the alert. Okay, then they will have the brainstorming sessions, or lessons learned things, how it is happening to protect such kind of activities. What are the things we should take next? So these are all the things will be uh, discussed within the team after the such kind of activities. Okay, so this is the scenario which I explained. Okay, so there are many more scenarios. So we have a limited time, so that I'm going with this one scenario. Okay. Okay, so where so guys, so till now we have gone through what is SOC, how SOC corporations will work, how SOC analyst will work. So everything we have discussed. So um, let's say, for example, uh, if any alert came and the SOC analyst found to be whether the alert is a real incident. Okay, where the exactly that DFR will jump into the action. Okay, so after detecting real threat, that's where the DFR will come. Okay, so uh, digital forensic is nothing but it's investigating an if any suspicious activity detected and real incident happen means, the DFI, the digital forensic team will be it could be a separate digital forensic team, or the SOC team will have the rights to do the digital forensic activity as well. Okay, they will sec they will review the entire activity. If alert games means uh, they will understand the scope. What are all the if it is email means first they need to verify the entire email server logs. Okay, then they have to collect the logs and they have to analysis everything. Okay, then if the alert is occurring means they need to take a action, containment action and a system restoration. So everything will be coming into this part alone. Okay, so DFIR will be the combination of work. There will be there is no two different. So it will be a combination of work. Okay. So incident responses have a life cycle. So preparation, detection, containment eradication, uh, and then recovery, then post incident activities. Okay. Preparation is nothing but if a company having a incident response team means uh, they have to be handy with the policies, procedures, and providing training to the teams. Okay, so policies will be the overall information of incident response. So what are the things should be covered based on the security standards like ISO 27001 or NIST security handling guidelines. Okay, then they need to create a procedure. Okay, if incidents happen, what are all the steps should be taken? Then they have to be a trained teams to respond to the to respond if any incident happen. Okay, then detection and analysis phase. This is where the here is where the the SIEM and the SOC analyst will be work. Okay, the SIEM tool will be detect any suspicious activity happens, and the SOC analyst will be analyze everything. If any true incident were happen, so they will contain the threat before spreading to other systems. Let's say, for example, isolate the system and deactivate the user. If it is if any user account compromised means they we have to deactivate the user account for a period of time until the recovery completion. Okay, and if any malware infected on the endpoint, we have to remove the thread or malware from the system. These are all coming into the containment and eradication steps. Okay, then recovery process. So recovery is nothing but restore the system and data. Let's say for example, if company attacked by ransomware, so the ransomware will encrypt all the user data, system data. Okay. So in this case, the organizations want to decrypt. So the attacker will demand the money. So after paying the money to the attacker, they will give the key to decrypt the data. So this is how the recovery process will be there. Or after containmenting, like if system infected by malware means after removing the malware or thread, we have to do the security hardening on the system. So that is kind of recovery policy. And then the restoration of backup restoration. Okay, and then these are all the activity will be covered in the recovery stage. Okay, post incident activity is nothing but so what was happened in this incident to for the to improve the entire network infrastructure to prevent further activity in the future. Okay, then they have to build a lessons learned brainstorming activities. So how to detect and blocks prevent such activity before they becoming an incident. Okay, this is how the post incident activities. So this is how this incident response life cycle will be work. Okay. Uh, do you guys have any queries on this incident DFR and incident response life cycle? You can ask me in the chat box. I'd be happy to respond.
Okay.
Okay. So let me move into the next. So, so entire until this we have covered the SOC operations works. Okay. So from analysis, detections, investigations, and action taking. So these are all the things will be uh, comes under the SOC and DFIR practices. Yeah. DFIR will comes L2 and L3. Okay. Where the so there will be a how we can explicitly say the DFIR comes to will be L2 SOC and L2 L3 SOC will be work. It depends. So in such in was some companies have the limited employees. Okay, they have few people means they will train the analyst, SOC and DFIR everything. It depends on the organizations. Okay, we cannot explicitly say this role is for this user, but the worldwide people are the L2 and above people are will be handling the incident. Okay, so there as well there will be a manager, SOC manager or incident response manager will be there. Okay, to lead the team. So under the lead or manager, the L2 and L3 people will be work. Okay. So IDR is the intrusion detection response. Okay. If any intrusion like any malware happening on the network, malware activity, any malicious activity happening on the network, uh, the IDR will be work. Okay. Yeah, I think it's instant detection response. IDR. Okay. Experience we need. So L1 need L1 need so if you have minimum 6 years, 6 months of experience to 2 years of experience, the L1 can be placed in companies. Okay. So instant response plan will be covered in the incident response life cycle alone. Okay. So this will be a how to say this will be comes under the complaints. Okay, GRC analyst will do the preparing the plan. Okay, those things will be covered by the GRC analyst. That will be a separate role in cybersecurity. Okay, they will prepare the policies, procedures, everything, and provide them to the actual team, the SOC team and the incident response team. So they will follow the procedures and policies and the plan accordingly. Okay. So there will be a collaborative team in cybersecurity. So not alone. So the SOC team alone don't create policy, don't create procedures, don't create any plans. Okay. There will be a combination of teamworks. Okay. Yeah. Let me clarify in the next slide what are all the topics we have to learn, what are the tool we should understand, and what concept we should know to enter into the SOC analyst in a cybersecurity world. Okay, everything I will explain in the next slide. Okay, so these are all the skills the SOC analyst uh, to have enter into the cybersecurity roles as a SOC analyst. Okay, the there will be two different skills. One technical and soft skills. Okay, so when come to the technical skills, the analyst must have understanding of network fundamentals and OS fundamentals. Okay, then security tools such like as we discussed earlier, SIEM tools. There will be many more tools, but many companies are using Splunk, Elastic, and Sentinel, and other tools as well is there. Okay, then EDR, XDR tools, CrowdStrike, Sentinel One, Defender, and so many EDR tools are there. Okay, at least the security analyst tool to now to understand to have experience few of them. Okay, as a fresher you need a basic or one or two tools understanding. Okay, not a entire hands-on experience. Okay, so if you are in L1 trying to move L2 means at the time you need a uh, like some strong experience on the tools. If you are fresher trying to enter in the cyber security means you have a basic knowledge and have to investigate the alert. Okay, this experience you should have as a fresher or a student. Okay, then incident response. So there will be a plan, there will be a procedure for the incident response. So they have a basic understanding of incident response as a student, as a fresh beginner, as a professional who wants to change their career into cyber security. Okay. Then the same like instant how the say instant response, the same like forensic investigation as well. They have a basic understanding and basic knowledge of instant response and the forensic investigation, but they have must knowledge and understanding of network and OS fundamentals, then security rules. These two skills. These two skills are the organizations are expecting from the candidate who are entering into the L0, L1 analyst. Okay. Then there will be a soft skills. Okay. The analyst should have the critical thinking, analytical thinking. Why I'm saying this is this is important. So when the analyst receiving an alert, the analysts have a capability to uh, understand the what pattern of alert is this and why it is triggering. Okay, they have must knowledge of to understand these things first. Okay, that's where the critical thinking will be a play. Okay, then problem solving. So the communication will be also required to coordinate with to collaborate with the respective stakeholders. Okay, that's where the communications will be used. And the stress management is a crucial part. Okay, why I'm saying this? So some analyst will be they are investigating. Continuously they are investigating an alert. Say if they don't get any clarity on this, they get burst out. Okay, so as a SOC analyst, we should not burst out. If you should burst out means there will be issue, there will be a chance to miss out any critical logs while investigation. So the SOC analyst stay calm while investigating an alert, focused so that we can find out the exact alert attack pattern or alert pattern to clarify to how to say to know whether it is suspicious or another or is legitimate. Okay, these are all the skills the analyst required. Okay. For the L1, L0. Okay. Then they are moving to the L2, L3. There will be a advanced skills they record. Okay. That's where there come so many things, threat intelligence and so many threat hunting and MITRE attack framework. There will be a many more informations are there. Okay. So we can move to the Q&A session. So you guys who are all having any queries, please let me know. I would be happy to clarify your queries. So everyone comes to the chat box, put your thoughts and ask me your questions. Yeah. Kalyan asking for Ajanta. Guys, you can ask me your question in the chat box. Meanwhile, I'm just go to the Ajanta page. Yeah. Okay, and these are the Ajanta. You can see. PPT. Okay, let me check with my team. So then, if it is possible, I'll share you the PPT. Okay. So first, I need to check with my team. Nipun.
Yeah. Hello, sir. Hope I'm audible. Uh,
Yes.
yeah. Sorry, I unmuted because chat it goes long way. Uh,
Okay.
so I have one query. I saw this SOC workflow. I really like that you explained. So recently I saw a relative who works for an MNC. I don't want to say the company. Okay.
Okay.
So they have a Lenovo laptop, which is monitored. They mentioned, and
Okay.
I see their camera. There is a sensor for every laptop camera. It's
Yes. Yes.
continuously blinking and it doesn't turn off. As far
Mhm.
as the knowledge I have, it will turn on only when the camera is working or someone is, when we open a camera app or someone is
Yes,
monitoring us, right?
yes, yes.
So they mentioned the SOC team would do it frequently. Like I'm in, a little shocked to surprised to know that they will actually access the camera when you're working and all. Is it a true scenario, or is it some hacker actually doing that? I mean, by manipulating anything, because they mentioned the system is being monitored, but
Mhm.
if it is a hack, definitely there will be some, as you mentioned, an alert is coming or a notification like that. They would do. So I don't know whether it happens in every company. Like they can really access your camera. See, it's a privacy concern. Let's say if I'm, my laptop is up, I'm just came out of a shower and changing my clothes. That would be a horrible scenario. Someone watching me over my camera, right?
Yeah, yeah. So, is the laptop is company provided, or is his personal laptop?
Yes, yes, it's a workstation laptop, as far
Okay,
as I'm sure. Yeah.
okay, okay. So the first thing, uh, the sensor is blinking on the screen means, so the first of all, there will be a chance, when is there anything, the technical issues, okay? So are the user's camera will be turned on, okay? The camera will be turned on, but the user accessing any other windows, okay, there will be a two options, okay? If not means there will be another option will be there, like if any attack happening means, say whenever the attack, well expert attack, don't intimate or don't give any information to the user or any security team. If the user is in his laptop, or he came into the in network, okay, whenever attacker doing any activity, they will be silent, okay? They will not they will not notify anything to the user or security team, okay? So the person should, if if something suspiciously happen means, they have to intimate first security and infra team. So as you said, the security team will be monitoring the system means, so no security team have the rights to see the user's camera, okay? There will be security concerns, there will be privacy. So in the world, nowhere uh, this kind of activity the SOC analyst or security team will not do. Okay, the SOC analyst, the user, you said that user should take or report it to the reporting manager or yeah, IT team. Okay, so to monitor the no one has the rights to monitor the user's camera. Okay, there if you are working in a company, fine, but they don't have rights to monitor our activities through the camera. Okay, so if it is false means there will be a technical issue, or the user by faultly open the camera and accessing other windows. That's where the camera sensor will be blinking. Okay. If it is now only the SOC team is or other other department is monitoring the users means, this will be how to say, this will not be a, good thing. As per the security standards, there is no rights to monitor the user's laptop camera. Okay, there will be privacy concerns. If this is happening means, they can directly report it to the HR or whatever, who are the responsibility for this kind of actions. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Because it's a
Okay.
real concern, you see, because I was with the person there and, I just came out of shower actually at that time. So
Okay.
it was,
Okay.
and then the camera is blanking. I was like, hey, what? I mean, just what the heck is this? The camera is turned on, and he said, yeah, it regularly blinks and also I was pretty surprised. So yeah, I guess it may be someone, I mean, Jamil, I think they mentioned it could be some technical issue and all. So I think maybe I agree with that. And thank you so much,
Oh,
sir, for
oh,
clearing that.
thank you. Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Thank
I
you so
appreciate.
much. Okay. So, and I can see many questions. Okay. How the AI will impact the role and what things we need to learn. Okay. So, in the evolving cybersecurity world, there will be AI tools becoming a better way. How to say? So, as a SOC analyst, uh, we have capability to do much work only, okay, but AI will do automatically many things, okay. But when it comes to the cyber security, AI will create a huge role for we can create a automated response through SOAR platform and automated plus detection to closing. The entire SOC workflow uh, can be made with the AI. Okay, but there will be who will write the uh, who will write the detection rules. Okay, that's where the human will create an impact in the cybersecurity or in the SOC role. Okay, so AI is becoming globally, and AI will involved in each and every departments, software industry, cybersecurity, and other finance and HR. In every departments, AI is uh, becoming and creating impact on the industries. Okay, for particularly SOC role, without human decision making impact, the AI will cannot do anything. Okay, there will be a chance to the AI can mark a true incident as a false positive. There will be a chance. Okay, that's where the human will do their magical role. Okay, so as a human, we investigate the each and every word. Okay, analysis the logs properly. Okay, take the decisions accordingly. Okay, the AI will do the work. They will do the same work. There will be a issue for the security to the companies. Okay, so that's why the most of companies acquiring a AI for automation purposes only, not for decision making places. So in cybersecurity, there will be a decision making situation will be there. So the SOC analysts who learn the AI, they can able to survive in the market. The same way, the SOC analyst who do not learn the AI, there will be a lost the job. Okay, this is how the AI will create impact in the SOC. Okay, then Jamil, for cybersecurity industry, what other industry recognized certification, training, preparation, RAS security offers? Yeah, RAS security offering a multiple certifications for a SOC, ethical hacking, and more. Okay, you can see in the say later on this call. So our team will be contact you. Okay. So I first clarify all the queries, then I will explain you, Jamal. To become a L1, at least you can have a 6 month of experience, or else you are doing any internship activity. You can you can have a much of knowledge. You can how to say, you can enter into L1 SOC analyst role. Okay. Okay, then not in approval. Jamil, you asked not in everyone, not in every company. What are you coming to say? I don't understand what you are coming to say. Could
I
you please?
think Jamil was answering me, sir, when I was having a
Oh,
question.
okay, okay,
Right?
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, that time he was
okay,
answering.
okay.
Yeah. And one question, GRC, you mentioned GRC, right? The governance, risk and compliance.
Yes, yes.
So I heard there is an, monitoring in that complaints thing as well. Like the SOC you mentioned, the Security will monitor everything, right? So is it the same about the complaints part where they monitor? I mean, do the security analyst themselves also monitor the complaints? Like you
No,
have the governance. Is it a
no.
different stream?
Yeah, yeah. They don't monitor the complaints buttons. Okay. Instead, they will consult to the whether it is in-house or client. They will follow the security standards. Okay. Like ISO 27001 and ISO 9001, GDPR, HIPAA. There will be many security standards globally following. Okay. So for that, based on the security standards, the GRC analyst or GRC consultant will create the procedures, policies according to the security standard to ensure and follow the to ensure the company, okay, following those procedures and policies. Okay, it's like they will do consulting work. Okay, consulting means how to say. So in a company, there will be a see in every company they will follow any standards, any frameworks, right? So based on that, Based on that only they can meet this that reliability or that reputation or that recognitions. Okay, as a good company, we should not impact for we should not affect for any other kind of activities. It could be any cyber attack, or it could be any insider threat, or it could be any. Uh, there will be many more options. Okay, to lose the company reputations, to protect that every company following security standards. If a company following GDPR, that will be a data protection framework. Okay, so how the data has been protected, how the data has been transferred, how they have to store the data or information within a company. So this is how the framework standards uh, the SOC analyst will create policies, procedures, and then based on the management approval, they will implement within the organization. Okay, it's not about monitoring. It will be consulting. Okay, so how can we move to GRC from SOC? So there will be a Zuman Muhammad asked, how can I move to SOC from SOC, GRC from SOC? Okay, there will be a so there will be a different SOC is a different role, GS is a different role. Okay, so you can move when you are if you are becoming a expert in SOC, then you can do any global recognized certification, then you can move to the GRC. Okay, so when you are working in a SOC at the yearly career of cybersecurity, so you can understand how the attack will happen. So A to Z everything will be you can will be understand. Okay, so that you can know the risk of everything. Okay, based on this only you can move from SOC to GSC.
Sir, again, Prashna here. Sorry, I might be bothering you again and again.
Yeah, no
So,
problem, no problem.
yeah,
Tell me.
I guess most of us would have the same question to land a job. So even I did attend a couple of webinars and all. So as a
Okay.
beginner in cybersecurity, okay, so
Mm.
we might be doing some certifications. Even I did my CH, the EC Council wala, the Certified
Okay.
Ethical Hacker, and
Okay.
the version 11 I have done that. So
Okay.
basically, the basic understanding, all the requirements, most of us do have, like the basic understanding of networks and everything. But let's say once we are out of the college,
Mhm.
after the graduation is done, sometimes we get the jobs and placements, and they're pretty good, or sometimes it can be out of luck and their own hard work and everything. Let's say
Okay.
we are already graduated, and it's been an year or something, 6 months to 1 year, and it'll be
Mhm.
very difficult for us to get into a entry level. You mentioned an internship will do, or an entry level job will do, but
Mhm.
you see, landing a job is pretty difficult, even when we are having all that computer science background, and with all the certifications as well. So what's your take on this? How would you suggest someone with having all the requirements in a job, and uh, though they mention that they have 200 openings, 30 openings and all, it's very difficult to get even a response from a HR. So what's your take on that, or any suggestions you would give? Or I mean, Raj Security, I'm new to this. If you guys have a platform where you can help us, like kind of getting a referrals for certain some set of people and all, if you can arrange. If it is already there, I'd appreciate that, and I want to join that. Or if you can give us a suggestion, or if it is starting anytime soon, so please,
Yeah.
let us
Yeah,
know.
Prasanna. Let me clarify you. Okay. So, when you know the things in theory means it doesn't support you to be a place in any company. Okay, in a cybersecurity law. So you have studied more things in your graduations. Okay, so that won't support you in getting a job. That will be a piece of paper which we have a degree. Okay, so when you trying to get a job in any company, so you need to have a practical hands-on experience. Okay, So the recruiters or the managers who are looking for a candidate onto their team, they will expect the candidate should have a real-time experience. Okay. So this is what the companies are recruiting teams are expecting. Like, okay. So in RAS security, we have specialized courses for the SOC and ethical hacking and cloud security. Okay, and more on. You can check in the website or you can contact our teams. Okay. So explicitly in for the SOC, we have a course. Okay, which contains the which covers the modules you can see in this screen. Okay, these are all the modules which we have covered in the SOX course. Okay, so why you have to enroll this means we have designed this course especially for the freshers and students and professional who are looking to switch their job. Okay, so in this program you will get a complete understanding of this SOC network fundamentals and threat intelligence and threat hunting. Everything you can learn through practical only, not theory. Okay, so if you are knowing theory means you don't have clarity and or knowledge how that SOC team is really working. Okay, so there will be a you have practical knowledge, sorry, you have a theoretical knowledge. Okay, so practical knowledge alone will there will be a possibility for you to get a job in a cyber security domains. Okay, so it could be a ethical hacking, you need to have a practical experience. It could be a SOC, you need to have a practical experience how the SIEM team will work, how the, in SIEM how the SOC teams are investigating an alert and taking an actions appropriately. So everything you need to have a hands-on experience. So throughout this course we will be give you the learnings based on the real world SOC scenarios and practical labs. Okay, so I'm referring you guys to enroll this course and join with us. Okay, so you can learn what I said. The same thing you can learn in the throughout this program. Okay, security operations and the management, incident reduction with SIEM, cyber threat, IOC, how to find the IOCs, the attack methodology, mapping the attack pattern with the MITRE attack, okay, network fundamentals, and the incident event logging analysis. So advanced threat with the threat intelligence, incident response life cycle. You can see, you can learn the incident response life cycle clearly in this course. Okay, then there will be a final assessment and the capstone project. In capstone project, you will be really investigate the alert. Okay. So that is what we have created this course for you guys. So who are all interested, you can contact our team. Okay. They will help you to enroll this course. And you can have a commercials, you can check with them for the commercials and all things. Okay. So do you guys have any other questions? 1 second. For this webinar, you don't have any certifications, okay, certificates. But when you enroll our SOC course, after completing the course, you will get a better understanding of SOC and SOC operations. You will be ready to get a job, okay, from day one of after completing the course, okay. So for that, you will have a capstone project, a real world SOC log analysis, real world alert investigation, okay. So from that you can for the course you can have a certification. Okay. So it's Jayakumar, it's not a difficult, but the thing is you have to involve yourself for the learning, for the understanding, to spend more time on the labs and like try hacking and many more things will be there. So you have to spend your times and put your efforts to understand the log analysis, capture the and find the suspicious activity and everything. Okay. So current situation, many people are coming from uh, the college, many colleges, institutions. So there will be for the same like openings also going well. Okay. So per year For the SOC analyst, there will be openings going on around 50,000 across the India. Okay, so there will be openings going on. So we have to prepare yourself uh, to get a job for a company. Okay. 2 to 3 years they will record. So it depends on the situation. If the company needed 2 years of experience candidate, they will look for 2 years, 2 3 years people only. If they say most companies are looking for freshers, most companies are looking for graduates. Okay, most companies are looking interns. So you have to check thoroughly through the internet. Okay. Yeah, the commercials will, Kalyan, is this free program or else paid? Yeah, there will be a commercials. So you can contact our team. Okay, they will be help you on this. Zaman Muhammad. No, nothing will be tough. So if you have interest, you can learn any tools, kind of which you mentioned, Splunk, XOR, Sentinel, then CrowdStrike, everything. Okay. So you need to have an interest and explore the things well. Then you can there is then nothing will be difficult. Okay. Yeah. Can I get recordings, sir? Yeah. I think you can get this recording through the website. Okay. Rasify.in. So through this website, in the learning page, you can have the recordings. The course will be online only, Sauro. Online mode only. Okay. You can guide you everything. Yeah, the training will be the practical experience as well. Okay. So you have mentioned many tools. So not like many tools, but you will have a practical knowledge on the SAP course. Okay. So not only these tools will be the companies are requested. There will be many tools. You guys don't know. Second will be there. Sparaka will be there. Stellar Cyber will be there. There is so many same tools are there. Okay. The for the same like EDR, Securion will be there for the EDR. Sentinel one will be there. So many tools are there in the market. Okay. Once you enter into the security domain, so you can have clarity. Okay, what are the tools will be there? As a fresher, as a student, you can hear about Splunk, like Sentinel. Uh, it will be the tools. There will be the tools. Okay. Prashana, it will be the complete online course. Let me check with my team whether the class training will be there or not. Okay. Yeah, for each and every queries, you can connect with our team or email with our teams. Okay. One second, guys. So if you have any further questions, you can drop an email to our team. Okay, they will help you.
Sir, how to contact your team? Like, is there a mail or a group or form available which we can
Yeah.
fill out? Yeah,
I think give me a minute. Let me ask my team. 1 minute.
sure, sir.
Guys, please wait. I'm just checking with my team. Okay. Our team will put the contact information in the chat box. You guys please note that. Okay. Then you can contact us. We will be happy to help you and everything. Yeah, Prashna. So in the future, there there will be a possibility to conduct the session related to the GRC. Okay. If it is if it is there means you can continuously watch the rasify.in website. If it will be available means you can enroll and join the session. Okay. Team our guys, our team has given the mobile number in the chat box. So everyone please note and contact us for the further information regarding the course and all things. Okay. So okay, we can wind up this session. Thank you guys for joining the session today. I hope this webinar helped you understand how SOC analysts think, investigate, and protect organizations in a real SOC world. Okay. Keep learning, stay curious, and continue building your cybersecurity journey. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Bye.